Damian Brown says Anton review the Andrew Wilson versus CGA debate on is marriage is worth it, please. I don't want to. Honestly, I genuinely don't want to. For me, that's such low hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I heard about it and shout out to them. Shout out to Andrew Wilson. Shout out to CGA. I don't really care. I don't even want to watch it. I genuinely don't. It's such low hanging fruit for me. I almost believe I could just pick that apart without even thinking twice. Honestly, I don't care about debates no more. If it was a debate, I just don't care. I genuinely don't care. I don't care. It's such low hanging fruit. It's such low hanging fruit, bro. So I'm gonna leave that to everybody else. I'm not gonna jump into that. I don't waste my time with stuff that's not relevant to what I'm trying to do. I've done that type of content over and over again. Um, if we not in a group setting, really deep diving into some stuff on Room 9, I don't even care. I genuinely don't give a fuck. It just doesn't. It's not interesting to me anymore. It's not in the lane that I'm going down. It's super low hanging fruit. Super low hanging fruit. Is that crazy? Is that crazy? You know my stance, right, Tabby? Right. So what is there for me to make? What is there for me to say? I think it's low hanging fruit for me personally. Now, if you're trying to get in the game or you're trying to make a name for yourself and stuff like that, then okay, you want to know what my take is? I don't even have to watch it. I'll tell you what my take is. Is marriage worth it? Yes, depending on your circumstances. Yes, depending on your religious beliefs. And yes, depending on what you're trying to build and if you're trying to be successful. I can guarantee you this without even watching it. I can guarantee you this that neither one, regardless of what their position is, ever had a conversation on how to leverage it when it comes to a business perspective. Both of them probably argued and got personal. Both of them probably, and see, when I was debating with Yada, I never got personal ever. I kept it strictly on the debate. Both of them probably argued when it came to religious beliefs. They probably cited the Bible. I'm sure that CGA probably says something about Sky Daddy because that's what he says. Please leave Sky Daddy out of it. Um, Probably had a conversation about, you know, family court law and the United States of America and how it's not worth it for men because she can take everything. And then the other one took the other position and said, you know, religious beliefs and well, but you know, in the Middle East or the way that American laws are, but women are this and women are that or whatever, and women can take everything and feminism A, B, and C and D, right? None of them had any conversation, I'm assuming, and this is the honest to God truth. I never even watched it. None of them had any conversation about the impact financially, mentally, emotionally when it comes to raising kids. Of course, we had the single mother debate. She can take everything if she wants to, whenever she gets ready to. And family court laws favor the woman. Red pill, men are suffering as a result of it. Men are revolting. Men aren't scared of marriage. They scared of divorce. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All right. I'm pretty much telling you what would probably said. So my take on it is everything is situational and it depends on your circumstance. If you want to raise children and you want them to have the best opportunity possible, then you have to vet effectively, make sure that you get a prenuptial agreement, protect yourself. If you are a younger couple, then marriage is going to benefit you if you're building from nothing. If you are an older couple and you don't have children, then that's circumstantial and it could be just something religious or it may align with your beliefs. If you are a middle-aged person and you're getting into marriage, then you probably want to have a prenuptial agreement, but you still have to take into consideration of whether or not you're having kids. If you are a super high value man, you have a much greater chance of going higher in corporate America in your business life if you have somebody that is aligned with your goals that can also speak to some of the things that you're doing. If you need a helpmeet, you also need to put a woman in a position to where she can take care of the kids without having to go to work every single day. And that is a much greater opportunity for you to have a successful marriage. And you need to teach her how to fish for herself and you need to give her purpose. It's nuanced. It's nuanced. There is no one size fits all solution to what marriage is supposed to represent. It depends on your individual situation. And I'm not even on either team. I'm on a team of successful, happy, healthy households and gender roles. You understand? I am the type of person that will probably always be married. Women add a significant amount of value into my life, but it's because I am a certain type of guy. I am not like every other, no guy is a monolith and every guy is different. I'm a certain type of guy that is able to truly get the most out of and add value into a woman that is in my life. So for me, it is a great thing and it is additional structure that adds value into my life. And I value the women that are in my life and I treat them and take care of them accordingly, which in return, they add value into my life. But I look at everything from a business perspective. And so I'm able to apply that into anything that I got going on. I don't need you to do the same thing that a traditional wife would do. I don't need you to cook clean. I don't need you to do any of that type of stuff. The requirements, which would then put a greater onus on the type of woman that I needed to be in my life, because I don't need a regular chick. I need a chick that is irregular in her level of thinking so that she can then elevate and grow with me into the spaces that I need to be in because I don't need the same thing that a regular person do. I already got a kid. I'm not looking to have another kid. I don't need that type of nurturing. I need a different type of nurturing. I don't tell guys that they should or shouldn't get married. I look at your individual situation and I make an assessment based off of that. Now, at the same time, you need to have big discipline, right? You're going to have nuance. It's a bunch of other stuff that can go into it. Don't lead with your money, but it doesn't mean that the person is not supposed to be taken care of. You need to be equally yoked. The person that you then get into a relationship with should not be a person that you date off the internet or you just met off a Bumble or you got them off a Hinge or it should be a person that you were able to observe for an extended period of time and y'all were just mutual acquaintances or friends and you are able to see who they are and how they operate regardless of the circumstances that they're in. You need to see how they operate under duress, whether or not they're going to be they're religious. You guys need to have the same faith, the same principles, the same mindset. You don't have to be the same person or have the same interests, but you have to have the same principles, right? It has to match your lifestyle. You both should have something to lose. That way you come into it with the right intentions. It's so much nuance to it, but it's difficult for me to listen to people debating because I know what they're always already going to say because you hear it so much. And again, shout out to them. I think that they are both incredible content creators and that they're awesome. But for me personally, I think it would be low hanging fruit. And I don't know if that is for me to react to. You know, marriage can be a beautiful thing, and it could be one of the worst things that ever happened to you. It just depends on the nuance. So that's what I think about that.